Hi, everyone, and welcome to our team call today. Emily Gibson here, and we have the infamous Frazer Brookes on our call with us. I was so lucky to meet Frazer and be a speaker with him at the Bob Heilig Impact and Growth Summit in May back in Texas, and I have never laughed so hard in my life. I just remember thinking the entire time he was presenting that he had unique ideas about how to approach network marketing that I had never thought of. He was super direct, to the point, and that's my style too. So I really identified with how he does network marketing. And then I loved how, and he'll share about this, I'm sure, but I loved how his parents were the ones that taught him how to be a network marketer. They raised him in a home where they built very successful network marketing businesses themselves. And when he was learning to be a network marketer, his dad basically said, "It's this or nothing, buddy. So get on or get off." And there was a really funny term that he used, Frazer. What was it? He was like, what did he say again? I can't remember now all of a sudden.
With which bit?
When your dad was like, when you were like, "Gosh, this is so hard. Like, they're not calling me back." Like, I even did a training on it on my team, and all of a sudden now I'm like forgetting what he said. Let's go rob a bank.
Let's rob a bank. Yeah.
He's like, "Well, let's go rob a bank. Like, how about we do that instead?" So that's the only other option that's going to give us a profit that network marketing is going to give us. So
Yeah, that's it, right?
When we got home, I just instantly knew we needed to have Frazer grace our presence. So that's why he's here today. Frazer, please take it away.
You're too cool. It was great to be able to hang out in Dallas. I think it was Dallas. I've been to, it's crazy. Travel's crazy, but hey, everyone. I hope you're doing good. If you're trying to figure out where I'm from, if it sounds familiar, I'm from a place called Liverpool, where the Beatles were from. So if you're like, "I love you, yeah," that's where I'm from. I live like 12 miles away from where the Cavern Club is, where they got famous. Some cool stories about that, but that's for another time. But my network marketing career started in 1987, but I wasn't born until 1988. So my dad was so broke, couldn't afford to pay attention. So one day, my mum's pregnant in 1987, and they rent out all the rooms in the house. So my dad walks downstairs one day, and a stranger had left a newspaper on the kitchen table. And my dad's just thinking like, I need to do something else. I'm not making enough money. I'm having to get all these strangers living in the house. It's just not cool. And he saw a picture of saw a picture of an Aston Martin on the newspaper on the kitchen table that said MLM, MLM, MLM. I drive an Aston Martin. You can too. Call this number. So my dad's a little bit bonkers, right? And he thought that MLM stood for Make Love Monthly. That's what he thought it stood for. So he thought, make love monthly, make love monthly, make love monthly. I drive an Aston Martin. You can too. Call me now. Like, I'm in. Like, I'm going to do this. So he gets his phone out. It was probably one of those phones back then, you know, the ones that you had to, you pulled over, then you had to wait for it to reset, and you pulled over and you had to reset. So he calls this number and goes, "Hey, I've just seen your newspaper advertisement for Making Love Monthly and driving an Aston Martin. Like, can you tell me how I join? I want in on this." And the guy said, "It's not multi-level marketing. It's not Make Love Monthly. It's multi-level marketing." He's like, "What's that?" So he explains multi-level marketing to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I still don't understand what this is. But I want to join." He said, "Well, you're in luck. There's a meeting going on about 20 miles away from where you live this weekend. Come along, be my guest." He was like, "Great, can I bring my wife? She's pregnant." He goes, "Yeah, sure." So they went to this meeting, and I was in the room, in the womb, on the 26th of October, 1987. And I remember it. It's my first memory because my dad was elbowing me in the head, right? Like, "Oh, we're going to do this. Whack, ow," right? And I've been around network marketing my entire life since then. My parents were very fortunate to understand that all it takes is hard work to learn the right skills and put the effort in to get success in network marketing. And they ended up earning over $15 million in a 31-year career. 10 million was in their first 10 years, which was just absolutely insane from what they got. Sorry, 10-year time.
Say those numbers again so they can sink in for everyone, because I want everyone to hear that one more time.
Yeah, they did $10 million in a 10-year time period when I was a kid, right? And so I've got an interesting perspective. If any of you guys have kids, then I'm telling you now, network marketing is the single-handedly the best thing you can do for your kids, because my mum and dad are my heroes. And the reason for that is I've seen them do what they've had to do to give me and the rest of the family the best life possible, right? And you only really understand it as a kid when you do it yourself, right? You're like, oh yeah, I'm proud of mum, like, go mum, like, go dad, woo, yeah, great. And then you get your kid involved, they're 18, hey, I want to do what mum does, and they do it, and they go, whoa, this is really, really hard. And then they go, but my mum is killing it, like instant hero. And I don't know, because I'm not a parent, but I could pretty much imagine hearing your kid say to you, mum, dad, you're my hero. I'd pretty much say that that's probably success, the pinnacle of success. Probably. All right? So there's a lot of head nods, Charlie, and I see you. Right? Yeah, there we go. Right? There we go. That's what it's all about. That's what life's all about. It's not about all the money you have, but the success you can get in network marketing makes your kids think that. So anyway, I was 18 years old, and I literally remember, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Frazer, happy birthday to you, woo, yeah! Blow out the candles, get the knife, right? I was trusted with the knife for once in my life, and I was just about to cut the cake, and my dad went, whoa, stop. Come into my office, I've got to show you something. So I'm thinking, oh, I'm 18, my dad is loaded. Like, I can't wait, this is going to be a Rolex watch or something like that. Like, I can't wait, this is going to be amazing. So I go into his office, he sits me down like he sat everyone down, and he flips over a new page of his flip chart, right? And then he starts to draw the circles. I'm thinking, Dad, what are you doing? It's my birthday. He said, yeah, you're 18 now, son. You can join network marketing in the industry. You know it's not a pyramid scheme. You know it's not a Ponzi scheme. You know it's legit. You know you can get the fortune, the fame, the freedom, and everything. You're the perfect prospect. And I said, Dad, I'm not joining that thing. And the reason why was because my dad was a crazy, extroverted lunatic. Like completely lost his marbles. Like he's a psychopath. Like he's just flipping insane. And I thought, if I have to be like him to get the success he's had, I ain't going to succeed, so I'm off. And then he said to me, he said, Frazer, in order to succeed, you first have to be brave. In order to be brave, you first have to be scared. Everyone who's had success was first scared when they began. And I thought, yeah, but I'm still saying no. So 4 years went by. I went to university, studied construction management. If you can imagine me in the UK when it pretty much the sunshine just doesn't work there in the UK. The sun doesn't work. It doesn't operate in the UK. And a hard hat, like a bright yellow hard hat, bright yellow high visibility vest, and like really big boots, it's not a very good look for me, right? In fact, it's the worst kind of, look like I'm in the Young Man. And I say, young man. Like, it's just, doesn't work. So I was 22 years old. I was coming to the end of my final university studies. I knew that I did not want to be a construction manager. And I remember my dad saying to me, he said, hey, Frazer, how's that job going to be for you? And like, it was as if he was like bantering with me, but he was really digging me. He was saying, hey, just to let you know, we're going off to the Bahamas this weekend. I bet you'd love to come with us, wouldn't you? And
rub it in.
Yeah, cheers, Dad. Yeah, thanks. And I remember sat there and I was chatting online. Online for someone. This is in 2010. I'm 31 now. In 2010, I was speaking to this complete stranger, and something clicked. And I remember my dad saying, Frazer, network marketing is a stranger's business. And in fact, every business is about strangers. Starbucks sell more coffees to strangers than they do their family and friends. McDonald's sell more burgers to strangers than they do family and friends. So if you can connect with strangers, you'll be able to build a great business. So I went down to my dad's office and said, Dad, that's it, I'm ready, I'm in. I'm going to do this, it's going to be so cool. And he's like, what's changed? Is it a trip to the Bahamas? And I was like, no, well, that'll be cool, but I'm going to build it all on the internet. And you should have seen his face. He looked at me. Now, this is an old school, basically, dinosaur kind of guy. Like, he asks me how to turn the computer on still to this day. Like, if you want to change channel from channel 1 to channel 2, he'll ask me how to do it. He's just super old-fashioned, old school, but He's a flipping legend. And he comes to me and he basically looks at me like, it's a belly-to-belly business. It does not work on the internet. Don't even bother. He got 8 of his top income earner, like company owner friends on. They all said the same thing. It's a belly-to-belly business. And I said, well, hang on a minute. You're on Skype right now. My belly is here. Your belly is there. We are screen to screen. It's a screen to screen business, not a belly to belly business. It's a screen to screen. And they were like, no, come on. It doesn't work. Good job it was my dad, because I said to my dad, screw you, Dad. I'm going to do it anyway. So went out there, cold messaged and spammed 1,200 people. No one joined. 1,200 people. I thought that was the best way. Hey, it's a numbers game, right? That's all I hear. All these events I've been going to from my parents. Oh, it's a numbers game, it's a numbers game, it's a numbers game, it's a numbers game. Okay, great. Message, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Forget to change the name from Bob to Mary, calling a woman Bob. Awkward, like, so sorry, like I slipped, right? Bob, no. Autocorrect, please get away with that one. Blocked, right? And I went down to my dad's office, as Emily was saying. Went down to my dad's office and said, Dad, I'm going to quit. This ain't working. 1,200 people, no one's joined. It was like 1,200 people in 3 weeks. That was fast, like really fast. Like, well done. I was like, yeah, did a stint in Facebook jail as well soon after that. That was actually the reason why I went down. You've been blocked from doing this. I was like, no, that's it. I'm not waiting. I quit. I prefer to quit than wait and painfully in Facebook jail. So I went down to my dad's office and he said, all right, Frazer, let's rob a bank. And I remember looking at him thinking, I know my dad is a bit of a psycho, but I'm in. Like, why not? Nothing else going for me. I might as well. So he was bantering with me a little bit, but he ended up telling me that if you're going to rob a bank, you need to know where the vault is. And if you're going to know where the vault is, you need to know what's in the vault. There's no point in robbing an empty bank. And I was like, bingo, yes, love that. So he said, Dad, are you telling me I need to blueprint people? He said, yeah, network marketing, if you forget everything else, network marketing is about turning strangers into friends, friends into family. I was like, flipping it. He said, take Steve. Me and Steve were strangers 6 years ago. He became a friend of mine. He joined the business and now we're like brothers. Yeah, you go traveling all over the world with Steve. Yeah, in fact, Steve's going to the Bahamas with me. So it was this kind of like realization of, if I can turn strangers into friends, I can kill it. Anyway, eventually created a system for my team and blew up. Now that organization, although I resigned on the day that Donald Trump was elected, because crazy things happened, and I thought, like, hey, I'll be crazy. I resigned. I had 300,000 customers in my organization, all from social media at that time. There's now apparently over 1 million customers in that organization, of which I'm nothing to do with anymore. That was a great decision, wasn't it? Anyway, it was fulfillment, energy, and my giving back. The industry's given me so much as a kid, so now I'm giving back. So the process was, and I'll probably go for another 15, 20 minutes or so. I'll try and keep it as compact and as straight to the point as possible because we like that. It is a little bit more in depth, but I'll be here for hours if I teach it all. It comes down to 3 things, really, this system. And the first one is I write on the board, because if you're making notes, I write it at the same speed as you're making notes. So then I try to go at the same sort of pace, otherwise it goes crazy. So the first step is to collect friends. I still believe today, although almost no one talks about it, I believe growing a friends list and collecting friends every single day is the best and number 1 biggest income producing activity. Because this is what I know. When I joined and when you joined, chances are the first thing you were told to do is, hey, Frazer, hey, Bob, hey, Mary, hey, Emily. What you want to do is you want to get a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to write down all the names and numbers of everyone you know. The average person who, after they finish university, knows 2,000 people. So, Frazer, if you can get 10% of that, you'd be awesome. Aim for 200. And my dad said, what I want you to do is I want you to put the numbers on the left-hand side, like numbers 1 to 200, and then the names of the person. Then he asked me to put a score on the right-hand side, which I'm not going to talk about right now. So, here's what I did, is I went to the stationery and I got an amazing new, brand new, spanking notebook. It felt so nice on the outside. I got a set of coloured pens. I felt like a flipping legend. Just started this brand new business. Everything looked so nice and felt so good. And I started to write the numbers. It took me like 15 minutes to write down the numbers 1 to 40. I remember smudging number 41 and then tearing the page out. It didn't look good in my notebook. So I went back to the station to buy another notebook. And anyway, took me ages. What a waste of time. Got down to 137 names. And I ran out of people to talk. I ran out of people. I don't really know anyone. Massively introverted, really shy, went to an all-boys school. No one on my list. There was about 3 people on my list who were women, right? The rest of them were just men. So 137. My dad said, right, once you've done your list, you need to come back into the house. You need to come back into my office. All right, cool. So I went to my dad's office and there's my list. Said 137. Interesting, okay. By the way, top tip, do that with your team, your new starters, so you know that they've actually done their list. Because if you haven't done your list, it's just so important. Anyway, he looks down and goes, got a problem? I'm thinking, oh no, what's now? I haven't started yet. He said, 102 of those people on the list I've already spoken to. I'm like, you flipping kidding me? He said, yeah, what do you think? Who do you think I'm a network marketer? You introduce them, you bring them out to the house. You go, we play golf together. We go eating together. We go to a restaurant. They come to a party. I'm going to pitch them. I'm thinking, flipping heck, I've got 35 people to speak to. You wanted me to get 2,000. I've got 35. What am I supposed to do here? So I'm there, 35 people. I look down the list of the people left. And I think, there's a reason why my dad doesn't know these people. These 35 people are the people who I will never introduce to my dad or my family, because I meet them usually from the hours of 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? I'm going to the pub with them. I'm going to the clubs with them. I'm going to the bars with them. They've seen me be sick on my own shoes. I've carried them home. They've carried me home. We've gone hedge diving. Now in the UK, hedge diving is when you're walking back from the pub and someone's got a hedge in their front garden and you're like, oh, that's really good. And you jump into it. I was 22. Hey, do you want to join an income opportunity? Do you want to join a business? No. You were being sick on your own shoes last weekend, mate. Not a chance. So what I understood was this very simple process is, if your list is dying every day, then your business has a limit. But if your list is growing every single day, then your business has no limit. So my favorite song, and I'm going to sing it because I'm a nutter. My favorite song for network marketing is a song by a band called Two Unlimited, and it's called No Limit. And it was sung first by a Dutch group in 1993. And it goes like this. No, 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 there's no limit. No, 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 there's no limit. No limit, no reach for the sky, no valley too low, no mountain too high, no limit. And the whole point is, if you can get, exactly right, if you can get no, 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 there's no limit. There's no limit. But you have to be able to do that. So the process is, the formula that I kind of work off is every single day, the number of people who I invite, plus 1 equals the number of people I have to add to my list. So if I invite 5 people today, I plus 1, and then I have to add 6 people to my list. So I invite 5, I add 6. I invite 3, I add 4. I invite 0, I add 1. I invite 0, I add 1. I invite 0, I add 1. So my list every single day is growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. So how do you do that? I use a very, very simple word, an acronym called FAM. So F-A-M. I'm going to write that down. F-A-M. The F stands for find. The A stands for add. The M stands for message. So my goal is using Facebook groups, the newsfeed, lives, hashtags, stories, whatever, mutual friends, suggested friends, discover people on Facebook. No matter what it is, my idea is to find someone, add them, and then message them. It's crazy that less than 2% of people who actually find someone, FAM is find, add, message. I know my accent makes it stand for fine art message. I know my accent's really bad. It's a shocker. Find, add, message.
Frazer, let me just tell you right now, every woman in America loves an accent. So you just let that thing come on thick and we're all going to get along great.
Come on, thick. I love it. That's brilliant. I love that. Come on, thick. Factor 50 thick, right? So find, add, message. Less than two. That's maybe laugh. Less than 2% of people, when they add someone, don't message someone. Oh, sorry, message someone. So let's just think about it. Now, in the UK, we love a pub, right? In Europe, I'm in Germany right now, we love a pub because we love a pint. A nice cold pint. So here's the thing. I'm sitting there at the bar, I'm pretending this is my drink, and someone comes up to me. Do they do this? Poke. Or wave. No. They will say something like, hey, I see you drinking alone. Can I join you? My name's Frazer. Yeah, sure. I'd love to. My name's Bob. No, or you meet someone in the street, like bang, oh, sorry. Hey, like, I noticed you're going to the gym. I've just been there. Like, as soon as you add someone or connect with someone, you have a conversation. It's not add. Please, Mr. and Mrs. Universe, please let Bob see my friend request. Join it. Check out my profile. See that I'm in a network marketing company, then message me to ask me for my link. Or even better, join my business from a link they magically find on the internet and then message me to say, hey, I found you on the internet. I would love to join your team. Oh, I already have joined your business. No. So you have to message people telling them why you're connecting. So I find Bob in a Facebook group. I add Bob from a Facebook group and I message Bob saying, hey, Bob, just noticed that we're both a part of a Facebook group. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How's things? Or, hey, Bob, I noticed we're both from Liverpool. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How's things? Or, hey, Bob, noticed you have a young family. Me too. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How's things? Hey, Bob, noticed you like travel. Me too. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How's things? Hey, Bob, I noticed you like going to the gym. Me too. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How's things? Hey, Bob, noticed a great photo that you just posted on Facebook. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How's things? Now, if you think you can't do that, if you think you're like, oh, it's a bit awkward for me, then come up with something else. But something is better than nothing, right? Is everyone going to reply? No. Are some people going to give you a bit of a grief? Yeah. Are some people going to block you? Yeah. It's just part of the process. You're going to need to find, add, and message 7, 8, 9 people to get someone to respond to you. It's going to take numbers. So once you've added someone, the second step of the process is you need to collect decisions, right? You need to collect decisions. So now you've got a growing friend list. Now you need to turn them from a friend, from a stranger. You've turned them from a stranger into a friend, and you need to get a decision to see if they're going to come back to your place. And I say it in quotes like this because if I go to a bar, let's say I'm single, let's say I'm completely single, I'm not, but let's say I am, and this is weird because it's like 8:24 my time, and it's like basically midday your time, so it feels a bit weird talking about this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I go to a bar, and I go to every single woman in there, hey, come back to my place, 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 come back to my place. That's spamming. That's just spamming. The other end of the spectrum is I stay in the bar with one woman, and I speak to them the whole time, and at the end of the night, I go, okay, cool, see you around. Or, okay, cool, I'll text you tomorrow, friend. And you're completely friend-zoned, and then it's awkward bringing up the business or bringing up the, hey, come back to my house. No, you're like a brother to me. Oh, you're kidding me, all that? What a waste of time that was. So instead, once you've got a bit of back and forth, you've got a conversation flowing, you need to ask them, hey, just curious, would you be open to coming back to my place? So what I say is, or what I suggest is, hey, Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on how to fire your boss? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. Hey, Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on spending more time with your kids? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. Hey, Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on a game-changing product that I use daily? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. So now what you've done is you've given them a reason to say, no thanks. Because from my experience, and I've done this with 12,000 people, my experience is people aren't that offended and they say, no, hey, I'm okay. And you just say, hey, no worries. You don't go, you're a loser. Why? This is a no-brainer, you idiot. Like, here's a link anyway. No, like, come on. The majority of people will say no the first 3 times, right? The majority of people will say no the first 3 times. They just will. They just will. Because they wanted to do it on their terms. They're going to be like, ooh, no, I'm okay. But what does he do? What does she do? And they see your social media posts, and when you follow up with them 3 months down the line, yeah, curiosity's got the better of them. So, hey Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on a game-changing product I use? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. If they say no, you say, hey, no worries, what you got planned for the rest of the week? If they say yes or maybe, this is what I've said over the years, and when I said it at the GoPro stage, name drop, when I said it at the GoPro stage, a ton of the people at the back of the front room, the $1 million earners, I saw them do that. One of the guys I learned a lot from is a guy called Matt Morris. I think he's great. And I saw him do this. Now, I'm in my flow. I'm in my jam. I'm doing it. Inside, I'm like, yes! Yes, Matt Morris! Get in! Yes! I cannot wait to tell my dad about that. And actually, when you watch the recording back, you kind of see my face go, I didn't feel like I was doing that at the time. But anyway, yeah, it's a good day. I've told you guys, the future's very good. It's a good day today, right? It's a good day today. The energy and the vibes are real good. So here's what happened. So someone says yes or maybe. I then say, hey, it's a visual thing I would need to show you, right? It's a visual thing I would need to show you. The big mistake people go is, oh, you're interested? Here's a link. There's the link. Have it. And then people come to me and say, Frazer, when's the best time to follow up? I've sent the link, but I don't know when to follow up. Everyone keeps saying, I haven't watched it yet. Well, if you were to go to watch the movies, if you were to go and watch the new Avengers film or the next James Bond movie or whatever it might be, you follow up with the person you go with straight after the movie's finished. You get off your seat, you walk outside the cinema, and straight away you say, hey, what was that like? What did you think of that? That was great, wasn't it? You don't wait 4 weeks after you've watched the movie and go, yeah, love, remember that movie we watched 4 weeks ago? It was great, wasn't it? And your partner goes, huh? What movie? I forgot. What movie was it again? Remind me. No, it doesn't work that way. So, it's a visual thing I would need to show you. Here's the game changer, right? When do you have 15 minutes to take out of your life to potentially take the rest of your life off, right? So the 15 minutes is a video you have, or I don't know you guys' system, whether it's a Zoom call or a PowerPoint or a webinar. I don't know, right? So it's a visual. Yes, I'm open. Maybe I am. Depends what it is. Is it one of those pyramid things, right? It's a visual thing I would need to show you. When do you have 15 minutes to take out of your life to potentially take the rest of your life off? Oh, well, tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. Great. What time? 9 a.m. Awesome. I'll message you then. So I'm not going to tell them what it is until 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. Are you ready? Yes, I am. The information I'm going to send to you takes about 15 minutes. You'll be done at about 9:20. I'll message you. I'll contact you. I'll call you at 9:25. Does that sound fair? Oh, love those 4 words. Does that sound fair? The answer, yes. All the time. The people who say no, you stay away from those people. They've got something's not quite right up here. All right? Just stay away from them. Okay? So, yes, I'm open. Great. It's a visual thing I need to show you. When do you have 15 minutes to take out of your life to potentially take the rest of your life? Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Great, cool, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Are you ready? Yes, I am. Cool. Well, here's the information. It takes about 15 minutes for you to go through it. You'll be done about 9:20. I'll contact you at 9:25. Does that sound fair? Yes, it does. Bang. I've already booked the follow-up call before they've seen a video. So now, when do I follow up? At the time I recommended? Now, I know I make it sound easy. I know, right? I've been doing this for a long time. I know I make it sound easy, all right? But the numbers will come through, okay? Yeah, exactly. You've got the permission. Perfect, right? You've got the permission for you to follow up. So then the next phase is once you've collected friends, you've collected decisions, you need to collect commissions, right? Collect commissions. I just spelled commissions with an S before. Yeah, I don't know how I wrote commissions. So I'm English, and I've written a book, and I've just spelled commission. I don't even know. I can't even know how I've spelled it, to be fair. Anyway, so most people do this, and this is what, like, in sales, thoughts are the enemies, feelings are the friends. So if you get someone to think about something, you've lost. So this is what most people do. Hey, what did you think? And they go, oh, I think I need to think about it. Oh, or I think I need to think about asking my girlfriend what she thinks. We'll think about it together and I'll let you know what I think. And even I'm like, flipping out, what's going on? What's happened? I don't know. So what did you like best? What stood out for you the most? What got you excited? What felt good to you? Get them feeling it more than thinking about it. So they feel it, because people buy from emotion, not logic. So all these numbers and all these stats and all these figures, right? People don't really care. Connect it to, hey, this is a vehicle to fire your boss. This is a vehicle to spend more time with your family. This is a vehicle to do more of what you love doing. They're going to get much better results. So, what did you like best? I love the product. What do you talk about? The product. Surprise, surprise. You don't talk about unicorns if someone's wants to talk about dogs, right? I know unicorns are magical creatures and all that sort of stuff, but there's no point. Okay? So, I love the product. So you talk about the product. Maybe do a three-way call if you guys do three-ways or three-way chats. If not, then I'm not going to teach you to do that. But, right, that's what you do. At the end of that, people then get that feeling inside of, oh no, now I've got to ask for the sale. I don't like sales, right? I know that because I've got that. I've got that itch. I've got the itch. I've got the flipping red chest even thinking about it, right? I hate sales, but I'm pretty good at asking the right questions. So I would just say, hey, is there anything else you need to know right now in order to get started? That's it. Is there anything else you need to know right now in order to get started today? No. The compensation plan. Please tell me more about that. So you talk about the compensation plan. After you're talking about the compensation plan, is there anything else you need to know right now in order to get started today? No, I think I'm good. Great. Sounds like you're ready to get started. That's it. Now, yes, obviously in the gaps that I haven't covered, there's going to be a little bit more depth and you getting to know people. But your job as network marketing professionals is to turn the maybes into either yes or no answers. That's it. Because if you get a yes, you earn. Woohoo! If you get a no, you learn. And the more you learn, the more you earn, right? So you learn leads to earn. No matter what answer you get, you earn in the long run. So the more you get a yes, you earn. You get a no, you learn. The learn, you earn. Yes, earn, no, learn, earn. Yes, earn, learn, no, learn, earn. Right? The thing is, when you get the no's, you get rejected, right? And more people get rejected. Here's the thing. Every single person in network marketing, every single person has heard the word no. Every single one. And the person who makes the most money is the person who's heard the word no more than anyone else. Go and ask the top income earners. Go ask Emily. Hey, Emily, how many no's have you heard? I'm going to guarantee she's heard more than 5, more than 50, more than 500, right? You hear no's more, but guess what? She's learned from that. And she builds up a bank account full of all this experience from all the learning, and then you just cash in. The problem is in network marketing, guys, people quit before payday. They just quit before payday. If I got paid, if I had to work 30 days at Apple before I got a paycheck, and I did 28 days and I didn't feel so good, like, you just keep working the other 2 days. But in network marketing, it's like, oh no. So my golden rule, and if you don't write anything else down, make sure you write this down. My golden rule in network marketing and in life is don't quit on a bad day. Don't quit on a bad day. Don't allow yourself to quit on a bad day. Because I'll tell you this, you won't ever quit on a good day. Yes, just got my biggest check ever. I quit. No, no one says that. Don't quit on a bad day. It's hard. It's hard. But guys, network marketing works 100% of the time for 100% of people who give it the time. You've just got to give it the time. You've just got to give it the time. How do I know this? Every single second of my life has been surrounded by network marketing. Every single second. Your business is determined by the belief level that you have. And I believe in it in every single cell, hair, nail. A nail has a thought from now on. There we go. Like, every nail that I have on my body believes in network marketing, right? Everything. And everyone I come in touch with, I try to encourage them to have the same thing. So believe in network marketing, believe in yourself, believe in your company, believe in your product, and believe in the system and the community that you're creating, and you're going to crush it. I really do appreciate you having me on, Emily. You're flipping awesome. And you guys are in the right place with the right people, that's for sure. Sorry for going super, super fast and furious. It must be the air here. I've got this new Dyson air purifier and it's sending me completely weird. So yeah, and it's literally blowing in my face right now and I'm thinking like, right? But I do appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Frazer, you are like, you guys all see why we just instantly fell in love with him, right? Like, not only does he have the accent, which, hello, but he's so brilliant in network marketing. And I sat in my seat next to Brooke, and we're both looking at each other. Brooke Hemingway's on here with us too, Frazer. I'm sitting next to Brooke, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. He just like turned it a half a degree different, and it all makes sense. And that's, Bob Heilig talks about this a lot. Most network marketers are just doing it half a degree wrong. So if you just change it half a degree from what you're doing, you're going to start having success. And like Frazer said, you quit. A lot of people quit before they turn it half a degree because they're like, oh, I'm just not good at this. Oh, this isn't just working for me. Well, you got to give it a minute, more than 2 minutes. So I just love it. And I recently bought Frazer's book. It's on its way here from Amazon right now. So Frazer, will you tell us a little bit the name of your book? I'll also put the link of the book here in the comments and then on our team pages. But will you tell us a little bit about your book and what people can expect when they read it?
Oh, you're too cool. I wasn't expecting that. So I've got to try and find it where it is, if I've still got one. Yeah, there we go. So the book is called I Dare You. And the reason for that, I've actually got it on my top as well. The reason for that is when I was growing up, like, I noticed that if my mum and dad told me to do something, I just didn't do it. I just didn't do it. But when my mates told me, hey, Frazer, I dare you to go talk to that girl. I dare you to go and do this. I dare you to touch the hot plate. I did it. So throughout my network marketing career, I set dares to the team. There was no challenges. There was no assignments. It was just, I dare you to speak to 5 people today. I dare you to ask 10 people, are you happy? I dare you to do this. So what I decided to do was create the kind of the GoPro of social media, if that's a thing. So it's literally similar to this is kind of part of it, but like Eric has the 7 skills to network marketing, I have the 5 skills to building social media. So all the scripts, a little bit more of my story and all that sort of stuff, but it's basically a book on how to build with social media. More than anything, with some dares and challenges for you to do inside.
I mean, it's just so relevant to what we're doing. And Frazer, I just love how genuine you are and happy you are and positive you are. Like, I hope we get to share a stage again sometime just so that we can all be together again, because I just adore you. I adore what you're doing. And I so appreciate you taking the time out of your day to be with us here today, because I know you have blessed everyone on this call and then the hundreds of thousands of people, well, I don't have that big of a YouTube following, but the thousands of people who are also going to be blessed by this. So thank you so much. And please, when you come back to the States, give us a message. We want to get together with you. You're just such a
I'll be
joy
there.
to be around. So
Yeah.
thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. Guys, have a great rest of the day. Remember, the future is flipping awesome, I'm telling you, because it is. All right?
Thank you so much, Frazer. All right, everybody. Have a great Monday. Bye.
See you guys.